Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo. Today we're going to talk about 5 ways to better manage your time, to save you time. In our business, time is money, but time is also important in ways other than money. It's important to manage your time so that at the end of the day, you have more time for yourself, for your family, for your friends. When you manage your time, you have more time to spread around. So you'll have more time for your business so you can make more money. But you'll also have more time for yourself, more time for all of those things that you keep saying that you want to do, but you never have time for them. And you'll have more time for the things that are important in your life. Yesterday, we talked about 5 ways to save money, to increase your bottom line. And some of these things that we're going to talk about today to manage your time are going to kind of tie in with ways to save money, because all of these things are kind of related or will tie in together. But the number one way to manage your time better is to be more organized. And I cannot stress that enough, because think about how much time we all waste when we can't find something. And that relates to your life as well as your business. So the biggest example I can give you as it relates to your business is when you can't find something that's sold. When you sell something on eBay or Poshmark and you go to where it's supposed to be, hopefully you have an inventory system. If you don't have an inventory system, you need one. And that would be my number one advice to you. If you don't have an inventory system in place, you need one, because you're clearly already obviously wasting entirely too much time looking for stuff. And I have a video on my inventory system. I'll have it pop up at the end for you. But let's say you have a clear, organized inventory system, but for whatever reason, we're human, we make mistakes, things can get mixed up, things happen. Things sometimes sell on one platform and don't get moved off the other one, whatever. You go and it's not there. And then you spend so much time, right? But if you're not organized, it's even more. But it's not just with our businesses. If you don't have a specific place that you put your keys every day, or your phone, or your purse, or your shoes, or your coat, if you don't have a place for your mail or your paperwork, or your kids don't have a place for their backpack or their homework, I mean, just think about all of these little things that you need when you leave the house. How many of you are guilty of wasting time every single day before you can leave the house, running around? Raise your hands. Where are my keys? Where's my phone? Where's my purse? Where's my wallet? Where's my debit card? Where's my homework? Where's my backpack? Where's my shoes? All of us are guilty because we're not organized. We just spend so much time looking for stuff that is quote unquote lost. It's not really lost. It's just that we don't have a system in place or some kind of organization to keep our stuff where it should be, or where it's easily found, or in the same exact place every single time, so that we can just go to that place and get the thing and be on our way. So the best way you can absolutely save yourself a lot of time and stress and anxiety too is just to get organized. Try to have like a landing zone where you put stuff, a place where your phone or your purse and all these things goes. One thing I can suggest is to follow Flylady. I've talked about her on this channel before. She has a system, an organizing system, I guess you can call it. It's not just for cleaning. She has a way to not disorganize. She has a way to declutter and organize and clean. But it kind of works off of timers, and she changes the whole way you think about how you clean and how you organize. I just really like her. Flylady, Flylady, 2 words. But if her system doesn't work for you, or you're not interested in that, just think about being more organized. Get an inventory system. Clearly you need that. Organize your desk. Organize your phone or your laptop or wherever you work from. Organize your desk piles. Just get that stuff organized so you're not wasting so much time. The second is to have a plan and stick to it. So this goes back to bullet journals, routines, to-do lists. You waste so much time if you don't have a plan. You waste so much time if you don't have a to-do list. If you don't have a clear plan of action for your day and your tasks of what you're going to do aren't laid out, you're just going to waste time. Think about it. Think about two different people. So the first person wakes up and they have a routine. They have a morning routine. They do all the same things in the morning, every morning in a row. And then they have a to-do list. And so this person gets up, they get their coffee, they get their shower, they get, exercise, shower, whatever they do. And then they hit their to-do list and they get all their tasks done, their chores, their work, all this stuff. By the end of the day, that person has accomplished everything they wanted to. And they've done everything. The second type of person wakes up, doesn't have a routine, kind of gets a cup of coffee, has no clear plan of action, takes their coffee, gets on Facebook, fiddle farts around Facebook, maybe talks to a couple friends, maybe finally wanders into the shower, comes out, looks at their desk pile, kind of just, what am I going to do with this desk pile? What am I going to do today? I don't know. Should I work on Plush? Should I work on clothes? Maybe I should do shipping. And then they kind of maybe do shipping because you have to do shipping. Maybe they start to take a couple pictures and then they decide they're hungry. And by the end of the day, what has that person done? They have probably done shipping because they had no clear plan of action. They have no routines. They didn't have a clear and concise to-do list that day of do shipping, take 10 photos, list 10 things, crosspost to Poshmark, check your emails, do this, do that. The other person did. So it's really super important that you have those routines. And I know I've been saying it for 3 years and you guys are tired of hearing it, but it's so important. You've got to have those routines. You've got to have those plans. You've got to have those to-do lists. And that's the best way for me to explain it to you is person A and person B. Person A gets up, they've got their routine, they get their shit done, pardon my French, and the other person is just like, I got coffee, I'm gonna get on Facebook. So you got that. It's so important. I cannot stress it enough to you guys. The third way that you can manage your time is to multitask. Now, there's a fine line between multitasking productively and multitasking to the point where you stress yourself out and you get anxiety and ADHD and you've got way too much going on. And they've also had studies where they've shown that if you've got too much multitasking going on, you can spread yourself too thin and not productively or give yourself 100% to each thing that you've got going on, because some things deserve and need 100% of your attention, and you can't write a novel while you're trying to do dishes. Is basically what I'm saying. Some things need you hone in 100% of your attention, and some things can be multitasked. So it's you got to figure this out. What can you multitask and what can't you? You probably shouldn't try to watch a very intense, needing to look at it, pay attention to movie. You can't watch an intense thriller while you're trying to list on eBay and put all your item specifics in. But can you put on a podcast and listen to it? Probably. Could you watch a YouTuber? Probably. But I absolutely recommend people multitask, especially with YouTube, speaking of. So if you like to watch your reseller YouTubers, like myself and others, to learn from, put us on in the background. Sitting down in front of YouTube and just watching us, I really think you could be doing something else. I don't think you need to be focused like you would on a movie or whatever. You guys can absolutely be taking photographs, sharing your Posh Closet, things like that while you listen to YouTubers. There's a lot that you can do while you listen to YouTube. Especially like sharing your Posh Closet. If you're a Posher, there's a lot you can do while you work on Poshmark. Cross-posting to Poshmark is super easy. You could be listening to YouTube. But just figure out what tasks you can do while you're doing other stuff, and do more than one thing at a time. If you ever find yourself just kind of focusing in on something and you feel like antsy, you could probably be doing multitasking with that task. Timers. You guys know I love my timers. So activities that are fun activities, that are time suck activities, you should probably be doing on timers. Tasks, chores, things that you don't like to do should be done on timers. The reason being because, okay, let's use Facebook as the fun activity example. It is so easy to get on Facebook and start scrolling through that feed and interacting with your friends and losing track of time. Everyone is guilty of it, even me. It's easy. You start looking at all the cat memes and the baby Yodas, and your friends all did these quizzes and you want to read them. And then you go into the groups you're in and all the reselling groups. And before you know it, 40 minutes have gone by and you've just wasted 40 minutes that you could have listed or done any number of productive things with your day. Now, was this your break time? Was this your allotted 15 minutes that you rewarded yourself with? So you technically only maybe wasted, 25 minutes. Okay, so you wasted 25 minutes. So you should have set a timer. So if you're going to say, I'm going to spend 15 minutes on Facebook, set a timer. And when the timer goes off, your 15 minutes is up. And that's why they say to set timers with your fun activities, because fun activities are fun and you don't want to stop. They're fun and it's easy to lose time. I set timers with reading, or I'll go by chapters. I either set a timer or go by chapters. So I get one chapter or timer. More often than not, I use timers because depending on what book I'm reading or the author, some authors will have chapters that are 100 and some pages, and some will have chapters that are 6 pages. I don't want to feel like I got gypped, you know what I mean? I only got to read 6 pages, so I'll use a timer. But set your timers. When they go off, you're done. Now, with chores and tasks that are kind of like a bummer, that's part of the Flylady system I mentioned earlier. If you say, I'm going to tackle this death pile, I'm going to tackle this clutter, I'm going to tackle my desk drawer that hasn't been touched since 1988, and God knows what's in here. Set a timer for 15 minutes and work for 15 minutes. And when it goes off, you're done. You can come back tomorrow or the next day and do another 15 minutes of decluttering or cleaning. But it gets you motivated. And I think sometimes too, when you're working on a timer, decluttering or cleaning something, it's almost exciting. It's almost like a challenge of how much can I get done in 15 minutes? Let me see how much I can do. Let me see what I can accomplish in these 15 minutes. And then it like motivates you to see how far you can get and what you can do. But when you hear that timer go off, I'm done. I don't have to do this again until tomorrow. So timers are absolutely a great way to keep track of your time, keep you focused, and keep you on task. Use those timers. And then the 5th one here is the exact same 5th one from yesterday's video. If you didn't watch yesterday's 5 ways to save money to increase your bottom line, I'll have it pop up. So at the end, I'll have one on inventory and that one pop up for you guys. But plan better. Plan your time better. Plan your day. Plan your errands. Plan your routes. If you're going to leave the house, if you're going to run errands, plan it. What else is in that area? What else can you do while you're at your doctor, while you're at the thrift store? If you're going to leave the house and you're going to go somewhere, what is along that route? What other errands can you do while you're out and about? But plan also your day inside the home better. So this was not part of number 5 yesterday. Yesterday was all about saving money, wear and tear, and gas on your car. So planning those errands and those routes was part of that. But today's about time. So plan better. Plan your day better. Plan around anything that's going to be a distraction. So if you know your kids come off the bus at 4 o'clock, don't start listing at 3:45. Don't start listing at 3:55. If you know that your partner typically comes home from work at 5:30 and they're loud and distracting, don't start your listing at 5:25. List earlier in the day when they're not home. List during a time of the day that's quiet. Just think about things like that. Like when you're planning your day, when you're planning when you're going to work, when you're planning when you're going to take your photographs, don't plan these things when you know there's going to be distractions. I think that a lot of folks don't think about things like that, because who really does? Before we were our own bosses and worked from home, we didn't have to think about things like that. We went to a place, we clocked in, and we had other people tell us what to do and when to do it. Now we're here in our own homes, and we have to tell ourselves what to do and when to do it. So just think about all of the things that go on every day and try to plan to do things when you're not going to be distracted or have other distractions around you. So to recap real quick before I let you go, 5 ways to better manage your time. Be organized. Organize things. Don't have a bunch of clutter. Have a system in place definitely for your inventory. But just for the rest of your life, have a place for things. Put things where they go so that you know where things are, that you're not wasting time. Have a plan and stick to it. Have routines. Make to-do lists. Have a schedule. Multitask. Do more than one thing at a time. Use those timers. Don't get lost in fun activities and waste your day fiddle farting around. But tackle those hard tasks and tell yourself you can do it 15 minutes at a time. It's not that hard when you break them up like that. And plan better. Plan your errands and your routes when you're out and about, but plan your day around distractions so that you can get things done. All right, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel out so much. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. You can find a link down below. Go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.